Today we are going to talk about a really exciting announcement that Princess has made that I think is really a game changer when it comes to cruise tours in Alaska. Also some other Princess news for you, as well as Carnival, and a painting in Italy that is going to be on display from here on out, it sounds like. And so lots of exciting news to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday, it's December 4th of 2023, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I look forward to seeing you here as often as you can come, and I think you'll enjoy being here in our amazing Let's Go family and staying up to date with everything that has to do with cruising and traveling to cruise and so much more. And also, if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you very much. Let's start at the top and talk about a new partnership that Princess has just announced. Princess has announced that they are partnering with Nolan Ryan, and you might think of him as a baseball Hall of Famer, but he is also a rancher. And he ranches Black Angus cattle, and his beef from the Black Angus beef that he raises is graded at the highest level of USDA choice and above, so it is very fine beef. This beef is going to be available on the Regal Princess as she sails round trip from Galveston in the Crown Grill and in the main dining rooms. Now, to me, this is a fun thing that Princess is doing. It brings a better grade of beef on board their ship there, the Regal Princess, but I also think that this is a really exciting sign that hopefully the premium grades of beef are going to be returning to Princess ships. You all might recall, or if you didn't, let me tell you, before COVID, Princess had sterling beef, excellent quality beef on board their ships, and whenever you would eat at the Crown Grill, it was always an excellent dinner, always excellent beef to choose from there. Well, since the restart, things have changed, so I am really excited to see this coming aboard. I don't know if it's going to expand to some other ships and a more lasting partnership, but for now, on the Regal Princess, you can give it a try. So any of you who will be sailing out of Galveston on the Regal Princess, let us know if you're able to try this lovely grade of beef, these really nice cuts of beef on board, and what you think about it. Okay, I'm excited that it will be in the main dining room as well, because to me, that's exciting to have that option. Now, we have been hearing for a little while about the Carnival Panorama. She ended up having to cancel 6 cruises and she went up to Victoria, she got her funnel removed, and then she had to go down the Columbia River to Portland, where they were able to do the dry dock work. We've got a Let's Go family member who was so kind, and I really appreciate it, so thank you so much, to send me photos of her at the dock there in Portland, Oregon, where she is currently getting her dry dock work done. So as soon as she is done with that, she's going to go back down the Columbia up to Victoria and get her funnel back on, and hopefully make it down there to Southern California to sail her December 23rd sailing that everyone is hopeful that she's going to be there in time for. So as we get more updates, I will let you know, but I really appreciate, we've got John Tom over in our Facebook group who does a great job of posting updates and now these photos, so thank you all very much. The next thing, now this to me is a super big deal, all right, really big. We are used to cruise tours. A lot of the cruise lines have run the same cruise tours for quite some time. They hit the lodges. I love Holland America, actually. They're the only ones that go up into the Yukon right now. Well, Princess is really upping the game when it comes to cruise tours, because for 2024 they are going to announce their Katmai National Park cruise tour. This is a really big deal. To get to the Katmai National Park, you have to either go on a boat or an airplane. You don't go there driving like we think of a lot of national parks that you would go to. You need to go on a ferry, or you need to go on a boat or an airplane. The really big deal, though, about Katmai National Park is that is where Brooks Falls is, and that area is known for being the place to go see bears. And they've got viewing platforms there, and you can be there to watch the bears catch fish. They talk about When you get there early enough, you can see the bears, the big bears jostling for the best place to catch the best fish. It's amazing to me that they know to do that, but they do. And so this is a really, really big deal. Cruise tours generally don't go there because you've got all of this logistics to fly people in and out. But for 2024, Princess is going to do it, and they are going to do it a lot of times throughout the year. Now, I have looked up those cruise tours that they are going to go on, and I would rank it, if you think of like a balcony, I would think it about maybe twice what you're going to pay for a regular, like a regular 7-day Alaska cruise for a balcony. I just looked at the balcony, but you know what? To me, it's really worth it. I just have to work up and not be afraid to go on a float plane. They are smaller. I was talking with someone on the phone about this earlier today, and she's like, some of the larger ones will carry 8 to 10 passengers. I admit I'm afraid of that. And so I don't know if Gordon and I are going to do this or not. I would really like to think that I'll be able to work up the guts to do it so that we can book it and go. But let me tell you about it first. And so first of all, the way they are doing this, those cruise tours are going to go in association with, you're either going to start up in Anchorage and do this part of the cruise tour first, or you're going to start in Vancouver and do the cruise and then do that portion. But it's going to be attached to these north and southbound cruises that Princess already runs. So let me tell you what the itinerary is for the cruise. The cruise portion, and this is, for example, if you start up in Anchorage, if you start in Vancouver, it's just going to be reversed. But when you are up there in Anchorage, you're going to be able to go see Hubbard Glacier, and then Glacier Bay, and then Skagway, Juneau, Alaska, have your day at sea, and then you're going to end up in Vancouver. If you go the other direction, some of them call it Hubbard Glacier. I've just noticed some of them, it's either Hubbard Glacier or else it's going to be College Fjord. Those are the two other days that I've seen. I have seen Glacier Bay on all of the itineraries that I've looked at. There is also a wide variety of ships that are going to be doing it. Okay, so it's not just one ship or even two ships. I see several ships doing it. So that's that. Let me tell you about how they are going to run the part to go see the brown bears. Maybe it's even the black bears too at Brooks Falls there, because that's where they take you. That's where they've got everything set up for you to be able to see it. And so, for example, if you are coming into Anchorage, you're going to stay at the Captain Cook Hotel, and then they are going to, like I said, you're going to fly out to Katmai National Park. The way that's going to work, it's about a half an hour flight. And so for the itinerary that I looked at, it's the one that's for the that starts on August 19th of 2024. On the morning of the 20th there, you're going to go get on the plane. It's going to leave at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be over there to Katmai National Park by 10:30. You're going to have time to view the bears. Then from 11:30 to 1:30, they have it scheduled for lunchtime. They're going to have a special buffet set up for people to eat. And I like to think you're not going to have to sit there for 2 hours, because when I'm in a place like that, I like to eat and get back to what I came for. And so you are able to view the bears, and then you leave on a flight back to Anchorage. You leave at 4:30 and you arrive back in Anchorage at 5 p.m. And then you transfer back to your hotel, and then since you're starting in Anchorage the next day, you're going to go down to Whittier and get on the ship and head down to Vancouver. And it would just be the opposite if you're coming the other direction. But I think it sounds like you're going to get some really good viewing time in. It doesn't sound like they're flying you over there. You get to look at the bears for an hour and you're back out. You get to do that. Another fun thing that goes along with what they have announced, you also get in addition to that buffet lunch, you also get an exclusive souvenir designed for Princess Cruise guests, just because you went. So you get that in addition to it. Like I said, this is going to run several times. They are all 9-day tours. You've got the southbound cruise tour and the northbound. Those are the only two that they've got that offer Katmai National Park. But for those of you who have done the other land tours, or very specifically have wanted to be able to go see those bears, this is the time. Those Bricks Falls are known for the place where you see the bears. So it's not like you're going to go and there's not going to be any bears there. It is a very well-known area for seeing the bears. It sounds like an extraordinary opportunity. And truthfully, I want to say it was like $46.98 just for the cruise fare on the, how you just click through when you're on Princess's website and you start off, you're like, well, we want a balcony and we don't want a package. That's kind of where I got. It did show a non-refundable deposit. So if it was me, I would reroute that so that it's a refundable deposit, but that just gives you a ballpark on what the cruise fare looks like. So to me, since everything is included, your transportation, your cruise, that includes your hotel stay up there in Anchorage, it includes your flight and everything over to Katmai National Park, I think it sounds like a really good deal. There are other ways to get to Katmai. You can take a private tour company will take you. So there are other options, but I think this is a splendid one, and Princess always takes really good care of their people on their cruise tours. I know, just as an outlier, that glitches do happen, but as a general rule, people are very pleased with Princess Cruise Tours. As a heads up, I wouldn't go in May. I would not go the first few they run, and I wouldn't go the last few they run. Always at the very beginning of the season, college students man so much with all the cruise lines of everything at the lodges, so I wouldn't go right at the beginning. I'd wait till everybody's out of school and learn their job, and then at the very end, in August, they have to go back to school towards the middle of August, and so you're going to lose a lot of people and a lot of service that way. So keep that in mind. But if you would like help booking it, I would be delighted to help you book it. I've not been to Katmai, but I've been to Alaska lots of times, and I'm going again this next year. So just wanted to bring you up to date. I am so excited about this, and truly, it'll be fun to see what they dream of next. Now, when Princess announced this, they talk about it for 2024. I have not heard if they're going to do it in 2025. So if seeing it on a cruise tour is the way you want to do it, I would look at 2024 and do it, because you just never know if they're going to ever offer it again. 2024 is around the corner. If you think you can go, this is the time to do it. Because you know what? Everything is changing. Things are changing a little bit faster in my life than I know what to do on some things, and so I believe going when you can go. Alrighty, this is just a fun side note. You all that have been with me for a while know that I cruise in Europe more than anywhere else, and I love Italy. And so I came across this story, and I just wanted to share it with you, because every once in a while they come across paintings, and then they're going to go on an exhibit somewhere. And when you are going somewhere, I think it's very important to look up and see the places that you're visiting, what unique pieces, not only places to visit, but pieces of art, things to see. Well, there is this Botticelli painting, and it is a depiction of the Virgin Mary and the infant Jesus Christ, and it was painted clear back in 1470 for the Catholic Church, and it stayed in a church for a very long time until the early 1900s. Well, that church burned down. And if you're not familiar with Botticelli, he has a lot of pieces like The Birth of Venus in the Uffizi Gallery, and lots of other places. But anyway, the painting was in that church. It burned down. So in the early 1900s, as that church burned, that painting was moved to another church in a suburb there of Naples, and it stayed in that church until 1982 when there was an earthquake. Well, the earthquake damaged the church to the point that everything had to be moved, and a local family was entrusted with that painting, and they actually have the official decree saying that it was entrusted to them to take care of. So they took it to their home. And they said that for the first few years, officials from the state would check in, see the state of the painting, do anything that needed to be done with it, and then somehow it just fell off the list that the state was following up on and became somehow put on their missing list. Well, as they were following up on the paintings of their missing lists not too long ago, they realized where it was. And so they contacted, this as the story goes, they contacted the mayor of the town who knew the family, and they were able to contact the family and say, you have that painting and we want it back. And so the family, of course, gave it back. But they do have that official decree saying that the church entrusted that painting to them, and the family hadn't done anything dishonest with it, and so they're not in trouble for having that painting. And but now they are going to do the restoration required on it, and then she will go on display. So I am going to keep my eye out and see where that painting is going to go on exhibit, so that I can follow up and get to go see it sometime. I have a daughter who's an art historian, so we have been all over Europe looking at paintings. We have tracked down very remote churches just to go see the paintings that were in those churches, and it's been a remarkable experience. So I just wanted to share that with you. So when you're going somewhere, no matter where you're going, take a look and see what there is to see in those places and the history that you might be able to come across. Now, if you have any questions about anything, please put that in the comments. If you happen to be on a cruise right now, just please let us know how it's going. I would love an update. You can put it in the comments. You can send me an email. We just all really enjoy hearing how everything is going. I hope to see you tonight at our live. It is at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so that's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring your questions and be ready to have a fun time talking about cruising. And I will see you all then. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.